Morning. Please stand for the posting of the colors. Let us recite the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Good morning. Thank you. Gabrielle Johnson, Northeastern Salutatorian. On behalf of the students and staff at Northeastern High School, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 2024 graduation ceremony. Thank you for joining us this morning. I am also pleased to remind everyone that the ceremony is being live streamed and recorded. At this time, please recognize Student Government President Caden Dudley to introduce our stage and esteemed guests.
It is my honor to introduce and recognize the dignitaries and stage guests who have joined us to commend these students. Please stand to be recognized as I call your names. Board of Education Chair, Angela Cobb. Board of Education Vice Chair, Pam Pereza. Board of Education members, Valerie Bogues, Tommy Old, Rodney Walton, Sharon Warden, and Dr. Sheila Williams. Superintendent, Dr. Keith Parker. Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction, Sammy Fudge. Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Rachel Haynes. Assistant Superintendent of Finance, Candy Tilley. Executive Director of Secondary Schools, Adrian Fonville. Executive Director of Elementary Schools, Katina Jones Waffles. Assistant Principals, Terry Wilson and Jonathan Sneed. Cooper McLeese recipients, Brianna Beachward and Carter Stevenson. Valedictorian, James Hornthal. Salutatorian and Board of Education student member Gabrielle Johnson, and Senior Class President Janiah Stevens. At this time, Northeastern High School valedictorian James Hornthal will introduce Dr. Keith Parker.
Dr. Keith Parker graduated from East Carolina University with a bachelor's and master's degree in history education and a doctor in educational leadership. During his career in public education, he has served as a high school history teacher, elementary and middle school principal, secondary school director, and assistant superintendent. Dr. Parker is a strong believer that Eastern North Carolina is a great place to live, work, and raise a family. He believes that by investing in our greatest resource, our young people, we will ensure a strong future for our community, our region, and our state. Please join me in welcoming our superintendent, Dr. Keith Parker. Ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, everyone. And let me say here again and offer my congratulations to the class of 2024. We are so proud of you. Let's give them another round of applause this morning. I would also like to thank Ms. Fife and the faculty and staff at Northeastern, to everyone that worked the prayerful mothers in our audience, and the grandmothers, and anyone that has been a mother to these graduates. Let's give them a round of applause. Not being a mother that for me and my brothers to get to where we are. So thank you for our mothers, and to our fathers, our grandparents, our friends and families, to anyone that has supported and invested the class of 2024. We say thank you to you as well. Let's give them a round of applause. Graduates, you are the 55th graduating class of Northeastern High School. Yeah. Most of you started your career in public education as a kindergartner in the year 2011. In that year, when you were a kindergartner, the iPhone was only 3 years old, and Apple had just released the iPhone 4S. And many of you right now have the iPhone 15. That year, the Packers won the Super Bowl, and President Obama was entering his third year in office. Since that time, 13 years have passed, and you have spent almost 17,000 hours in a classroom. And for many of you, you have had over 60 teachers that have crossed your way and made an impact on you. That's a lot. So the time has come, and here we are, the day when all of your hard work is paid off, and we're here this morning to celebrate you. And I just want to leave you with two things that I hope is encouragement to you this morning as you think about your future as you leave this place this morning. The first is, please do not forget that you are the sum of your experiences and that you walk proudly from a long legacy of those that came before you. You did not get here alone. In fact, there are many people that care about you, that love you, and are committed to your success. Do not forget about these people. Tell them how much you care about them. Send them a Christmas card. Call them on their birthday. And for those that are closest to you, don't leave them without telling them how much they mean to you. The second thing I'll share with you is an invitation and a request for you to live your life in a way where you make a choice to find the common humanity in everyone that you meet. Understanding that the things we have in common greatly supersede the things that are unique about us. My favorite book right now is a book called The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store. And it was written by James McBride, and President Obama listed it on his summer book list 2 years ago. And a good friend of mine recommended it, and I've read it. But it's a fictional book that tells the story of a small Pennsylvania town in the 1930s where European Jews immigrated to the United States to escape persecution in Europe, and African Americans migrated from the South to escape segregation and Jim Crow. And in this book, the two communities come together and become friends to overcome racism and segregation by realizing that even though they were from two different places on the planet, they had much in common. And so goes the story for all of us. And I think to the class of 2024, I think that is the big question that is yet to be answered in your lifetime and over the next 50 years. And that question is, will we come together to realize that for all of us to live on this beautiful planet, we're going to have to build a world where there's shared prosperity, shared responsibility, and everybody has a right to live their life free and have the ability to make choices for themselves. Class of 2024, we are asking you to leave here today, to live your life in a way where you help make that world become a reality for all of us. I'm going to close with this. Some of the greatest leaders in the 20th century were people that had been told they could not do something. But despite all the odds that were against them, they found a way anyway. One of those leaders, I want to share a quote from, but I want to tell you about him. But one of those that I'm going to talk about was the 26th President of the United States. His name was Theodore Roosevelt. Now, if you look at this quote I'm going to share with you to close, you got to know a little bit about Theodore Roosevelt's early life. TR, as many people called him. On the outside, you would have thought he was great. He was born into one of the wealthiest families in New York. But as a young child, he almost died. He was very sick. And I think that goes to show that money can't buy everything. And he had asthma so bad that he could not even walk up the stairs of his house. And one day his father came in and he said, "We're through talking to the doctors. We're through of you not doing anything. We're going to change this." And he installed a gym in the house. He made TR work out every day. He made him go outside. And through years, TR overcame asthma and was able to live a normal life. He had a lot of tragedy in his life. He lost some of the closest people to him. But despite that, he became the 26th president of the United States. And despite his flaws, and he had many, he is known as one of the progressive presidents that fought against corporations and monopolies and did a lot for the working class person. In fact, we have minimum wage laws today because of President Theodore Roosevelt. So I'll leave you with this quote, and I think this applies to you today, class of 2024. Here's what President Roosevelt said one time: "It is not the critic who counts. It is not the man who points out how the strong man stumbled. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena. The man whose face is marred with sweat and dust and blood. The one who strives valiantly, who makes errors and comes up short again and again, but who, if he wins, knows the triumph of high achievement, and who, if he fails, at least he failed while daring greatly." Class of 2024, so on you go. When you walk out of these doors this morning, you will be walking into the arena. Go into that arena confidently, knowing that you are ready for whatever comes your way. Your experiences have prepared you. They have trained you for this moment. This is your day. Build on the legacy of those that came before you. And wherever your steps take you, remember that in the end of this whole thing we call life, our unique differences are important to all of us. But find a way to live your life where you see that our common humanity, it means so much more. Thank you. God bless you, and good luck.
Good morning again. As Board of Education student member for Northeastern High School, it is my pleasure to introduce Board of Education Chair Angela Cobb. An educator for 30 years, with her last 18 spent right here in ECPPS, Angela Cobb has been on the Board of Education since December of 2022 and has served as board chair since June of 2023. She previously served as an English teacher, AIG facilitator, and principal at both Weeksville Elementary and Northeastern High School, where she retired from in 2020. Ms. Cobb has 4 wonderful children, a daughter-in-law, and a grandson, Elijah, who is the apple of her eye. Her passion and enthusiasm for ECPPS is at the forefront of her work with the board. Please welcome ECPPS Board Chair Angela Cobb.
In 1983, a very awkward 15-year-old started on the first day of school in a way too short green and gold cheerleading uniform. The first chant of that pep rally that morning was, you know the story, tell the whole wide world this is Eagle territory. And thus, a love affair with Northeastern High School was born. Many people have their own memorable relationships with NHS because there's just something awfully special about it. I'm not sure if it's the blast of the band during band walks in the halls on game days, or if it's the sprint to get to the ag building to soak up every moment of instruction, if it's the sound of Aaron Gray teaching, or Mike Ratzlaff's quirky sense of humor, or maybe Coach Nixon jumping up and down on the side of the basketball sidelines when a ref call was just a little too close. Maybe it's Coach Johnson hyping up the track teams. Maybe it's seeing Mr. Sneed and Miss Wilson in the halls, or a crisp Friday night where the cheerleaders yell, "Who's going to win this game? Eagles going to win this game." Can you not just hear Antonio Moore saying, "Yeah, baby"? Even Miss Fife had to come back, because once that Eagle life gets in your system, as former band director Wayne James would say, you bleed green and sweat gold. Today, graduates, you are going to become a part of something bigger than yourself when you walk across the stage. You will become a part of a legacy that has been 55 years in the making. In this room right now are Eagles from the first graduating class of 1970 to the ones that graduated just last year in 2023. Humor me for just a minute. If you graduated from Northeastern High School, please stand up. In this room, we have Eagle lawyers, doctors, veterans, homemakers, teachers, principals, college students, and 6 of 7 Board of Education members who are Eagle graduates. You are about to become a part of the Eagle alumni family. Each of these graduates has left an imprint on the legacy that is Northeastern High School, as will you. My mama once told me there are 2 things that no one can ever take away from you: where you come from and your education. Where you come from grounds you, and your education can take you to places you've never dreamed of. No matter how far your education takes you, never, ever forget the Eagle territory where you came from. On behalf of the Board of Education, it is my honor to wish you good luck and best wishes. Fly high, Eagles. Congratulations.
Please welcome our student speakers at this time, recipients of the Cooper McLeese Awards. These are the awards that are chosen by the staff at Northeastern High School. First up will be Brianna Beachboard, followed by Carter Stevenson. Please welcome to the podium, Brianna.
Sorry, I'm a little short. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, faculty, parents, and my fellow graduates. My name is Brianna Beachboard, and before I begin my speech, I just wanted to take a moment to thank our parents for all they do. Support and sacrifices are all of what our parents have done for us and more. From the early morning drives to school, the late night study sessions, and transportation back and forth from school, or even when we were in the 3rd grade and we asked our parents to help us with our project, but instead they made the entire thing for us. You have been there for us and supported us every step of the way. Your endless encouragement, love, and belief in us has been the fuel that propelled us forward through every challenge and triumph. Thank you for your unwavering dedication and for being the guiding lights on this journey. Our time at Northeastern has been more than just a period of academic and personal growth. It has been a transformative journey that has shaped us into the individuals we are today. And as we prepare to bid farewell to these familiar halls, it is only fitting that we take a moment to remember the legacy that we have left behind. But what exactly is a legacy? Is it a list of achievements etched in stone, or is it something more intangible, something felt rather than seen? Leaving a legacy. The first time I heard this was on June 27th, 2023 at North Carolina State FFA Convention. Since that initial encounter, I have grown to better understand what it means to leave a legacy. A prime example of leaving a legacy has been demonstrated by numerous students at Northeastern. Jasmine Felton broke our school record for both men's and women's total career points in basketball. Junior Peyton Kimball excelled in shot put. My friends Desire Wrighton, Paris Gonzalez, and I worked diligently to gain approval and actually get to make this thing happen called Hollow Fest. It was the first one. I hope it gets to continue. However, all of this isn't the only factor in leaving a legacy. In my time here at Northeastern, I've come to realize that our legacy is not solely defined by our accomplishments or the titles we hold. It is not about the awards we've won or the GPA that we write on our resumes and college applications. Instead, it is the impact that we've made on, the impact we've had on others around us. It is about the way we've made people feel, the way we've carried ourselves, and the passion that we express in everything we do. It is about the kindness we have shown, the empathy we've extended, and the moments of genuine connection that we've had with others. Our legacy is woven into the fabric of everyday interactions, smiles we've exchanged, the words of encouragement we've offered, and the support we've given to our peers. It's about leaving behind a positive imprint on the hearts and minds of those we've encountered, inspiring others to strive for greatness and fostering a culture of camaraderie and inclusivity. This, I believe, is the true essence of leaving a legacy, one that transcends mere achievements and resonates deeply with the human spirit. After a while, names and faces fade from memory. Yet, what we will endure are the emotions we've stirred within others, the kindness we've shown, the encouragement we've offered, the laughter we've shared, the legacy we've left behind for the upcoming graduating class. Each of us has been supported along the journey by a multitude of individuals, our families who have stood by us through thick and thin, our peers who have cheered us on, our advisors who have guided us, our teachers who have imparted knowledge, our coaches who have pushed us to excel, and our administrators who have facilitated our growth. Without them, our legacy would be incomplete. It is important to recognize that leaving a legacy is not a solitary endeavor. It is a collective effort, woven together by threads of countless interactions and relationships. It's about the ripple effect of our actions spreading far beyond our immediate circle. As we prepare to embark on the next chapter of our lives, let us carry something with the understanding that our legacy is not something static, but rather something dynamic, a living, breathing testament to the way we've touched the lives of others. Therefore, my fellow graduates, as we bid farewell to these familiar halls and set forth into the great unknown, let us strive to create a legacy characterized by the acts of kindness, compassion, and positivity. Let our memory be tied not to our accomplishments, but to the emotions we've instilled in others. And may we always hold dear the invaluable network of support that has guided us through our endeavors. Best wishes, class of 2024. We have just begun our adventure. Leave a legacy that will encourage and inspire those who follow in our footsteps. Thank you. Please welcome Carter Stevenson on the podium.
Good morning, my fellow graduates, esteemed teachers, families, and friends. Before I get into the speech, I would like to thank the teachers and staff for selecting me for this award. It is an absolute honor to be named the Cooper McLeese Award, and I am beyond grateful to the class of 2024. Today marks a significant achievement for all of us. 13 years, 156 months, 678 weeks, 4,748 days, 113,958 hours. It has been a crazy ride. Whenever they would ask me, how do you feel about graduating? My brain would come alive with flashbacks of all the practices over the years, sitting around the lunch table making jokes, and recess when we were little kids. We were too young to understand. In a year full of inevitables, college acceptances, graduations, and last goodbyes, watching events I have waited my whole life for now only exist as memories. We counted away the 13 years until each bell had passed. Now there is nothing left to count. We thought we had so much time. At 5, wanting to be 10, double digits. At 10, wanting to be 13, a teenager. At 13, wanting to be 16, driver's license. At 16, wanting to be 18, an adult. And now 18, wanting to be 5 all over again. I used to love the last days because I knew we'd all see each other again, same time, same place, same people. But our last day has passed, and this time we won't be coming back. As you go along this journey called life, I wish to remind you one thing. The Lord says in Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11, For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. As you stand on the brink of a new chapter in your lives, remember this promise from God. Jeremiah 29:11 assures us that God has a plan for each of you, a plan filled with hope and a bright future. While the journey ahead may have its challenges, trust that you are guided by a divine purpose. Embrace your dreams with confidence, knowing that you are equipped with the strength and wisdom to overcome any obstacle. As you step into this new phase, let this verse be a source of encouragement and a reminder that your future is in the hands of a loving and faithful God. We will all begin down a new path today. Some will immediately join the workforce, others choose to serve our country in the armed services, and others will go on to continue their education. No matter which path you choose, I know you will all have a positive impact on our community and the rest of the world. Congratulations, class of 2024, and good luck.
Thank you, student speakers, guest speakers. Class of 2024, please rise. Superintendent Parker, Chair Cobb, and members of the Elizabeth City Pasquotank Board of Education, these students have completed all credits as required by state and local guidelines and are students in good standing at Northeastern High School. It is my privilege to present the 2020-24 Northeastern High School candidates for graduation. Students in the first row, please make your way to the podium.
Good morning. The first group of students that we will recognize this morning are Northeastern's 2024. The first group of students that we will recognize this morning are Northeastern's 2024 honor students. Our first student, our valedictorian, James Lang Hornthal. And our salutatorian, Gabrielle Lee Johnson. Next group of students are graduating summa cum laude, which means they have a 4.0 GPA or above. Ava Ellen Alova, Brianna Lynn Beachboard, Jessica Caldwell Carter, Jasmine Nicole Felton, Paris Margaret Gonzalez, Ian Bodine Fulton Johnson, Cadence Renee Morton Creech, Junior Peyton Campbell, Leandro Rivera Marquez, John Wells Twyford, Desire Talia Wrighton. Our next group of students being honored are going to be our magna cum laude students who have a GPA of 3.75 to 3.99. Sanaa Tanik Alexander, Madeline Faith Carlson, Derek LaShawn Melton Jr., Charvier Marquita Mitchell, Maya Elizabeth Fern Powers. Our next group of students are graduating cum laude, which means they have earned a GPA of 3.5 to 3.75. These students are Imani Knock, Chanel Ann Hicks, Latrell Arthur Bernard, Dwaysan Amicia Clark, Daniel Alexander Felton, Taquan Kyrie Harney, Kamaya LaShawn Newsom, Cole Michael Paulette, Amy Young E Pham, Carter Wesley Stevenson, Dante Lee Tharp, Tahara Tamoya Thompson. If we could give one more big hand clap for our honor graduates of the class of 2024. Jonathan Trevor Akers, Jaden Mackay Armstrong, Cesar Avila Hernandez, Jaquez Joel Banks, Kamani Quayshawn Barcliffe, Latrell Arthur Bernard, Latrell Arthur Bernard, Rondell Maurice Barnes Jr., Johanna Hillary Barnett, Devon Leon Bell Jr., Dewan Jarrell Bell, Zakira Janae Bell, Rashina Berry, Dashawn Cortez Phillips, Ariel Deasia Bowie, Keely Bree Bradley, Tasia Janaya Bright, Shanquivia Shanija Brown, Devin Samaj Butler Taylor, Dwayne Mackay Carter, Nathaniel Laron Castillo Etheridge, Ashton Richard Cole, Kaylin Renee Cole, Madison Brianna Coleman, Quanaya Marasia Crutch, Anaya Shanae Davis, DeAndre Demetrius Days, Yaret Diaz Acevedo, Yasmin Yanet Diaz Bravo, Mark James Duarte Jr., Caden Ellis Dudley, Daniel Alexander Felton, Felicia Renee Fisher. Maya Nicole Frost. Azaria Rose Gallup. Alexandria Renee Godfrey. Jarius Delvin Goff. Perla Ruby Gonzalez. Lillian Diane Gray. Nathaniel Nake Griffin. Michelle Jacqueline Goodconnect. Jonathan Nathaniel Geis. Nashe Amari Harney. Diamond Taraje Hawk. Kyle Damon Haynes. Jakayla Kenyana Hockaday. Talik Montrell Hoffler. John Emerson Hopkins. Kristen Simone Jackson. Carlton Norez Jackson. Dorian Dyron James. Micaiah Diane James. Adriana Jimenez Santos. Blake Edward Johnson. Najee Shaquan Johnson. Nyla Latrice Jones. Jotoria Shabria Lewis.
Michaela Jaleese Lewis. Travion Jael Lumsden. Jordan Michael Mann. Nicholas David Marquette. Enrique Martinez Olan. Precious Princess Juliet McCauley. Kevin Raul Maita Santos. Trayvon Kashi Mitchell. Maxwell Gregory Montblanc. Keelan Shaman Moore. Sabria Niel Moore. Nyla Lisa Morel. Nishaya Geneva Mullen. Graceland Jean Ornelas. Nevaeh Corinne Perry. Brianna Nicole Pesaret. Erin Mikel Phillips. Daniel Sean Pierce. Hezekiah Terrell Powell. Sean Michael Reeves. Alexander James Rescris. Melissa Nicole Reyes Marmol. Justin Devon Riddick. Priscilla Quintus. Aaron Lane Roach. Demonte Terrell Robinson. Arturo Rodriguez Roman. Gerard O'Neill Rogers. Richard Mitchell Romero Hernandez. Anaya Shatif Sampson. Savion Janine Saunders. Krista Marie Seibel. Damian Dean Carson. Trinity Deja Slaughter. Jayla Felice Smith. Tayshawn Cleotis Keelan. Tassel Louise Spencer. Jaden Kyle Sproul. Tina Lynn Stafford. Daniel Olaka Chukwu Stevens. Janaya Whitney Stevens. Tony Tanaya Sykes. Paul Daniel Sylvester III. Nathan Anthony Turner. Joel Sincere Tyler. Naomi Valdez Sanchez. Miguel Yanel Velasco Jr. Crystal Vicente. Alexis Petrago. Jalen Jamarion Walker. Bertrand Donnell Lofton. Sincere Elisa Watkins. JC Nevaeh Wakely. Dimitri Antonio White. Jayla White. Marisa Kimberly White. Guys, Intelligent Rainbow. Sanaya Marie Williams. Honesty Naya Nicole Williams. Giovanni Luttrell Wilson. Caleb Tyler Wilson. Please give a round of applause to our Northeastern graduating. We remind our families and friends to allow students to leave the auditorium and gym area prior to making their way to the doors. Please allow them to get out first. And at this time, please welcome Janiyah Stevens. NHS seniors, please rise. Class O, please move forward. Join me in turning your casket. Dr. Parker, members of the Board of Education, it is my honor and pleasure to present, through the power conferred by the state of North Carolina, that these members of the class of 2024 are graduates of Northeastern High School.